Hey, it's Kelly with RV Wholesalers. Today I'm going to go with you a Landmark 365 Newport model. You can see here you do have the More Ride pen box up on the front, which is going to give you a smoother towing ride. This one is equipped with the generator. Right up here, you can control it all from the inside, but if you pop this cover off the front, you can get in here because this is going to be where your two breakers are, and they're off right now. And you can actually start it from here as well. Just hold this down, the stop button, and then once that turns red, then you can go up to fire it up. Okay, but you want those breakers to be on, obviously, if you want to be able to produce power for the inside of the coach. Then all this is going to do is just slide over here and locks in place. Okay? So right down here, you're going to have your battery box here. Already has the batteries equipped. Right there is going to be your inverter, so you can run your refrigerator off of 12 volt, 2 battery disconnects right there. So if you're not using the coach, you can turn those, disconnect the 12 volt power from the coach. That way the smoke alarms, the LP detectors and stuff like that don't drain your battery. Hydraulic pump there for your slides and your landing gear. You have all slam latch doors, so literally all you're going to do is just let that go. It's going to close for you. Solar panel prep there, so if you want to do a portable solar panel right here, then you can plug it in there. Extend and retract the front jacks, so when you're hooking and unhooking, you can just use this, or you can actually use it over here on your leveling panel as well. Right here, you're going to have an auto changeover regulator. Okay, I like to run both tanks open, so if you just take this here, turn that open on both sides, there's one tank over here, one tank on the other side. This right here, so you can see that little knob right there on the top. So right here is pointing to this line, so it's pointing to this tank. Now that eye will be green when you have gas, it'll be red when you run out. Now, if we're pulling from this tank first, and this tank runs out in the middle of the night, it's gonna automatically switch over to the other tank, which is why this is called an auto changeover regulator. Then what happens is you come out in the morning, you open up the door, check your gas, and you see that eye is red. You didn't lose propane on the inside because it automatically switched over, but what you'll want to do, since that eye is red, you know this tank ran out. So you'll close this bottle off, switch it to the other side, then you can pull this off and go get it filled up. And essentially you just go back and forth, okay? Slam latch there, information here on the coach. Slam latch here as well. Now right here, you have the light switch in here, plenty of storage on the inside. That's going to be your spray port right there. Now the auto leveling, you turn that on right here, and literally if you go to a campground, you just hit auto level, it levels up all 6 jacks for you, the whole 9 yards. Then you can retract them right here. And if you ever forget how to use this, right here is an instruction sticker, so you can always maybe take a picture of that. That way you always have it in your phone, or you can just look there as well. Just turn that on and off right there and you're good to go. There is a tie down ring in here. This is going to be the Kingpin tripod for the front end, and that's your starter kit over there. Okay, if you take a look right inside of here, if you look over here on the left hand side, it's going to explain what all the valves and hookups are. So you can see across the top there, you obviously have your cable and satellite hookup there. It'll tell you on this left panel here exactly what you have. Right here you have your hot and cold outside shower, which you'll hook the blue hose up to. Quick connect right there, hot and cold just like the inside there for you. Receptacle there, light switch here on the inside. And right down here, so like if you're going to winterize the coach, you'll just go up to the water heater bypass, and it's going to bypass the water heater, that way it doesn't fill it with antifreeze, okay? Normal there. Gray one, you got the wastewater on the bottom. And this here, actually you can unscrew this and run your hoses up through, that way you can leave that closed and locked, that way no one can tamper with your stuff, okay? So right here is going to be your black tank flush. So after you've pulled your black valves, so you hook your sewer hose up right down here. You're going to pull your black valves, which is your toilet. What that's going to do is it's going to flush through. Then you'll take your city water, so your garden hose, Put it on here. What that's going to do is it's going to spray on the inside of the tank, clean out all the debris, keep the sensors clean, flushes that out. Shut that water off before you shut the valve, okay? Okay, so you have that there. You got your city water here, 100 PSI max, so I would definitely recommend a water pressure regulator right over here. And you can see if you want it to the tank or you want to run it to city water, what have you, be right here, winterized, just turn this knob. And it's all spelled out right here. You probably won't be able to pick it up in the video, but it's all labeled right there for you. This is the back side of the furnace. So if you're ever wondering if is my furnace operating when you first turn it on, it's not warm, whatever, just come out here, hold your hand close to that. That's going to be the exhaust, let you know if it's functioning properly. Okay? The gray tank number 2 is right down here, and everything again is labeled for you. This will just be kind of a quick how-to video for you there as well. Exhaust for the generator. Okay, is right here. And then right up here in the front, little PVC cap here, just pop that lid off of there and you can store your sewer hose in there. Okay? Awnings over all the slide outs, light up there on this side. You can see that. Come around here to the back. Electric power cord reel here because this 50 amp cord is yours. All you're gonna do is open this little door here, retract, brings it in, release, brings it out. So pretty self-explanatory there. And then you can close this obviously and then slide this over while it's in here. We don't have to worry about that. Got the nice cap on the back there. Ladder to do maintenance on the roof. It is prepped for the backup camera up there as well. If you decide you want to do that, you can do that as well. Now it is a full walk-on roof, so if you want to get up there and do maintenance, feel free to do that. Just wouldn't recommend having a party up there. Full-size spare underneath here, you can see it there. When the slide out's in, obviously, you can access that very easily. Awning here on this side, you can see that this one's in. It's got the shielded awning cover. The main awning here, we have it out a little bit, so you can see that as well. LED light strips under both awnings. TV here on this side in the pass-through. You can lock that in place, and all you do is slide this back. Then you just pull this handle right here. You can see it right there. Just pulling that, and it comes right out. Okay. Light switch for that side as well. It is heated into the pass-through, so you can see that duct there. Slam latch door on this side as well. Outside receptacle. It is a gas electric water heater. The electric switch is going to be right down here, a little on-off toggle switch there. The gas switch is on the inside. This is the pressure release valve. It is winterized right now. So what you'll want to do when you get to wherever you're camping for the first initial trip to fill the water heater, just pull this valve up, leave it up. If you hook up to city water, what that'll do is it'll allow this to fill up, allow the air to escape out of the tank. Once the water starts pouring out of here, just go ahead and shut that, and then you know it's full. Then you can go ahead and light it or run it on electric. So the gas switch is on the inside. The electric switch is on the outside on the bottom right there. Okay, there's your other gas bottle there. We'll go inside and check out the inside. All right, so right over here is going to be your main panel. Obviously you can turn lights on and off right here with these switches. You can see that. They're all labeled for you, so it's pretty self-explanatory. Water heater on 12 volt, the water heater on gas. Now that's going to be the heated pads. The water pump here, it is an on-demand pump, so if you have to go to a place where they don't have water hookup and you fill your fresh water tank, you'll turn the pump on and then every time you turn the faucet on, the pump will kick on. So it's not like you're running back and forth, back and forth. It is on demand, so when it sees it needs pressure, it goes ahead and kicks it on. Now the generator, if you just go to stop prime, hold that button down till it flashes, and then go to start gen, you can start it right here from the inside. Slide out switches here, awning switches here. This is going to be for the Yeti package, so if you want to heat the lines, the tanks, the whole 9 yards, everything's spelled out for you. This is the switch for the inverter right here, so if you know you're going to be running your refrigerator, just hold that down till that green light comes on. Shut it off there. Okay? Now this right here is going to be basically a little monitor panel for what your systems are pulling as far as how many amps, and you can see it's all spelled out for you here. You can just go through and look at each thing. All right? Then it'll also spell it out for you here if you want to check, see where your fresh water, it's empty, black empty, gray, the whole 9 yards, you can see that as well. Okay? Battery, whole bit. All right? Now this coach does have 3 airs, 3 heat pumps, so you can see the front air and heat pump is there, the thermostat. It's going to work just like at home. And then you have the middle and then the back. So they're all individuals, spelled out just like at home for you. It's pretty self-explanatory there. And here you have the half bath. And then there's also a little panel right in here to let you know where the waste tank is as well. You just hold this button down and it's empty. Once that fills up, it'll let you know if you need to empty your tank. Switch there for the fan. Just turn it on and off right there to run it up and down, the whole 9 yards. GFI receptacle here. Now if you plug in to another outlet, because there's usually 2 GFIs per coach, and say you plug into an outlet over here and it's not working, come in here and make sure this one isn't tripped. Okay? Plenty of storage here. AC is ducted throughout the ceiling. You can see you do have an AC duct in here as well. Heat's ducted through the floor. Porcelain foot flush toilet, so if you push this pedal partially the way down, it'll release some water. You push it all the way down, it releases water and flushes. So you always want to leave a little water in there like we have antifreeze just to keep that black steel nice and pliable for you. Okay? Residential refrigerator, Frigidaire, just like at home, so pretty self-explanatory. I would also do these little Velcro straps when you're traveling, that way the doors aren't flying open, and that's kind of what this is for as well. Control that right here. Solid surface countertop, stainless steel sink, pull out faucet here on the sprayer. Those are taped down for transit, that way they don't fall off and damage the floor or bust the tops. Dishwasher over here. Buttons for that are right here on the front side. Obviously with no water in the coach, we don't want to turn it on. The oven here, sparker buttons right here. So the first thing you want to do when you get to your coach is you want to go up front, open up both your gas bottles, come here, turn the knobs about halfway on, come here to the sparker knob. Those 3 will light up. Let those burn for about 15 to 20 seconds. What that's going to do is it's going to purge the gas lines, get all the air out of the lines. That way when you go to operate the other systems, everything's going to be working properly. So when you go to light your water heater, it fires right up. Microwave just like at home there. It is convection microwave. Huge pantry here, full extension ball bearing drawer guides. You can see that. And you have a big packet in here as well with all your owner's manuals and remotes. So I'll leave that right in there for you. You can see there's some more drawers down below. All LED lighting throughout. This is going to be a sound bar. It is Bluetooth ready too, so if you're listening to Pandora on your phone, you can hook that up here as well. Remote for that's in there. Fireplace right down here. Now this will produce heat if you want. You can turn it on there and you can go to the one that looks like it's going to be the heat. There's little buttons on here you can see. It will produce heat. So there's some BTUs coming out of there. Or you can just have it just for looks, however you want to do it. Or you can do both. So kind of give you that option there as well. TV here. There also is a safe behind the television. You can see that there. Just pull this little strap, releases that latch, and then you can access the safe. Light switches back here as well, so you can use those no matter where you are in the coach. You can kind of activate your lights and stuff like that with a touch of a finger. MCD shades, day and night. Crank these to open them up. USB chargers and 110 on both sides of the sofa there. Again, lights here, so you can kind of, wherever you're sitting, you kind of have a little control on what's going on and where you're at. Hidden hinges, you can see that, very nice. Hardwood doors. Countertops are lit as well with LED lighting. This is the switch for the awning on the slide out that was in. Just run that in and out right here, which will work off 12 volt as well. Come up here in the master. And again, I'm 6'3", so you can see you have plenty of room in here. TV here. These are the shelves out of the closet. When we installed this one, has the washer and dryer. USB hookups on this side. Little countertops here. Windows on both sides and at the foot, so if you have nice weather outside, you can get some nice air movement through here. Drawers underneath, and also there is some storage there. That's where your other two chairs are for the dinette. Full extension ball bearing drawer guides here as well. They're on struts, so you don't have to hold it up with your neck. Very, very nice feature there as well. Pocket door here. Now as you're traveling, you're going to want to make sure, if you look right over here on this side, you're going to want to make sure that this is latched down. That way it isn't bouncing back and forth. Okay? Fan switch for here. And these are all just spelled out for you, up and down, speeds, the whole 9 yards. Again, AC is ducted throughout the ceiling, heat's ducted throughout the floor. Okay? TV antenna here, just turn this to pick up your signal. And here we have the washer and dryer. Obviously just make sure you're hooked up to water before you turn that on. That is strapped in as well. Cedar lined closet, Dyson vacuum up here. Outlet in there, plenty of storage in there as well. Another bathroom here, foot flush toilet. Huge skylight over top of the shower there. And this latch, you'll want to make sure that this is latched during transit. When you're not, obviously just lift that up. When you are, just lower that down. That way that glass door isn't bouncing back and forth. Stainless steel sink here as well. Nice big mirror there. But if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to give us a call. 877-877-4494. Thanks a lot.